Have you ever wondered why someone always remembers your favorite tea, even if you only mentioned it once? Or why they seem to sense your mood before you say a word? According to Confucius, the ancient Chinese sage of harmony and human connection, these subtle patterns reveal how deeply someone is attached to you. Today, we'll explore 9 unmistakable signs that someone's heart and mind are intertwined with yours, each one guided by Confucius's timeless wisdom. Stay with me, because once you spot these clues, you'll never miss true loyalty again. 1. They recall your smallest details. Remember that Friday evening when you casually said you loved jasmine tea? A few days later, they unexpectedly show up with a steaming cup of exactly that blend. It seems almost magical, but it's simply proof they were listening more intently than you realized. Confucius taught, to practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. When someone truly cares, they listen with sincerity. They store your offhand remarks, your favorite childhood cartoon, the book that moved you, and act on them because they value your world. Psychologically, this behavior taps into the concept of inattentional listening. They're so attuned to your speech that they pick up on details most people overlook. Their mind forms a mental index card for you, holding on to the small impressions that most would dismiss. Think about the last time someone surprised you with something you never expected. If they remembered that minor preference, it's sign number 1 of emotional attachment. Notice how your mood shifts when you see they went the extra mile just for you. 2. Their mood mirrors yours. Have you ever felt gloomy, and within minutes, they're subtly more subdued? Or you're bursting with excitement, and they seem to brighten up just to match your energy? Their emotions flow like water alongside yours, rising and falling in tandem. Confucius said, when you make a mistake, don't be afraid. Just admit it quickly and get on with improving yourself. Equally, when sensing your emotional tides, a devoted friend or partner doesn't shy from acknowledging your feelings. Instead, they allow themselves to be influenced, soothing you when you're down, joining in your joy when you're uplifted. Modern research on emotional contagion shows that people we feel close to can nearly mirror our brain's emotional patterns, fostering empathy and mutual understanding. This doesn't mean they lack individuality, rather, their capacity to resonate with you is evidence of genuine emotional attachment. Notice the next time your spirits dip, do they pause to ask if you're truly okay? Or when you celebrate a small win, do they join in wholeheartedly? That emotional echo is sign number 2, they feel with you, not just for you. 3. They seek your advice as a compass. When faced with a tough decision, should they take that new job, or how to handle a family conflict, they don't hesitate to turn to you for guidance. They respect your perspective so deeply that they value your gut reaction as if it were their own inner voice. Confucius emphasized the importance of wisdom shared. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. True attachment means they see you as a mirror to their own soul. They believe your counsel reflects both practical experience and a moral compass they trust. Psychologists call this social referencing. In times of uncertainty, we look to those we deeply value to interpret the world. If they're constantly checking in, what would you do if you were in my shoes? That shows they trust your judgment. It's not about dependency, it's about valuing your insight as part of their decision-making. Reflect on recent moments when they asked for your opinion. Did they give weight to your words, acting on them or debating them seriously? That reflects sign number 3, your voice matters as much to them as their own. 4. They celebrate your growth as their own. Perhaps you've been training for a marathon, or you finally nailed that musical solo you'd practiced for months. When you share that triumph, their reaction isn't merely polite applause, it's an outpouring of proud affirmation. They beam as if your achievement lights up their own world. In Confucian teaching, Ren, often translated as benevolence or humaneness, is about wishing well for others as you wish for yourself. When someone celebrates your growth as if it were their own, they embody Ren. Their joy in your progress reveals that your victories are woven into the tapestry of their feelings. Neuroscientific studies on vicarious joy indicate that when we care deeply, our brain's reward centers light up in response to another person's success. That chemical surge of endorphins is a physiological signature of emotional attachment. Notice how your friends react when you succeed. If they treat your milestone as if it amplifies their own happiness, you're witnessing sign number 4, your growth fuels their own sense of fulfillment. 5. They offer help before you ask. Maybe you're dreading a big presentation, and out of the blue, they send you a motivational quote or offer to rehearse your speech. Or perhaps your car breaks down, and they show up with jumper cables before you even call for help. That foresight, acting on your unvoiced needs, is a profound gesture of attachment. Confucius valued Li, the practice of propriety and considerate behavior. The virtues of the superior man are like the wind, and the virtues of the common man are like grass. A breeze touches everything, the grass sways only when directly reached. Your loved one moves like wind, anticipating your needs and responding before you even register them. Behavioral studies on prosocial anticipation show that people deeply connected to us will often experience our stress as their own and take preemptive action. They watch for cues, your sigh, a distracted glance, a half-finished sentence, and choose to intervene without waiting for permission. Reflect on the last time someone stepped in before you uttered a request. Did their help feel like a lifeline to your unspoken struggle? That is sign number 5, they care enough to see what you need even when you don't. 6. They remember milestones that reach beyond dates. It isn't just birthdays or anniversaries, they recall anniversaries of moments that matter deeply to you. The day you adopted your pet, the date you moved into your first home, or even the anniversary of a personal breakthrough you'll never forget. They'll send a message or share a memory to honor that milestone, as if it's central to their own timeline. Confucius held that filial piety, a deep reverence for important relationships and moments, extends to every meaningful connection. When someone preserves your personal history with such care, they're weaving your narrative into theirs. You're not just a companion in the present, you're a lasting thread in their tapestry of life. Research on autobiographical memory sharing suggests that when someone values us, they store details of our personal journey with the same reverence they'd reserve for their own life events. When that day rolls around, they don't need a calendar, they feel it in their heart. Think about that moment you shared something unforgettable, maybe a life lesson or a crisis you overcame, and recall who reached out on that anniversary. That's sign number 6, they keep your personal history alive as part of their own. 7. They balance their honesty with your well-being. When you ask for feedback, they don't sugarcoat. They'll tell you if your idea needs work, but they do it gently, emphasizing your strengths and offering practical steps to improve. Their honesty is balanced with kindness, ensuring their words help rather than hurt. In Confucian philosophy, Zongyang, the doctrine of the mean, encourages balance in all things. Too much bluntness becomes cruelty, too much flattery becomes deception. A truly attached person finds that middle path, offering critique with a compassionate heart. Psychologists call this compassionate honesty. It's rare because it demands you value the other more than your own comfort. By striking this balance, they show they believe in your potential and are committed to your growth, without crossing into harshness. Recall the last time you asked for constructive feedback. Did they speak the truth with care, ensuring your confidence stayed intact? That's sign number 7, their honesty is a gift, not a wedge. 8. They seek your perspective even when they disagree. When disagreements arise, politics, life choices, or even which movie to watch, they don't bulldoze their opinion. Instead, They pause, ask for your viewpoint, and genuinely listen, even if they'll likely choose differently. That respect for your perspective, even amid conflict, shows emotional attachment. Confucius valued yi, righteousness and moral disposition. A person practicing yi doesn't impose their will, they seek harmony through mutual understanding. By inviting your view, they honor your autonomy and validate that your thoughts matter, even when they don't completely align. Research on active listening highlights that when we feel truly heard, our minds open to collaboration rather than confrontation. By modeling this behavior, they demonstrate their care for not just winning an argument, but preserving your bond. Consider how they behave the next time you disagree. Do they listen with patience? Do they reflect back what you said before sharing their own view? That's sign number 8, they value your perspective even when they hold a different belief. 9. They reflect on shared memories with genuine warmth. Maybe you come across an old photo of a trip you took together, or recall a quirky phrase you used on a late-night drive. They'll light up as you reminisce, adding new details, laughing at inside jokes, and honoring that memory as if it still lives vividly within them. Confucius believed that shared experiences build trust, asserting, "Study the past if you would define the future." When someone treasures your shared moments, not just major events but the subtle instances in between, they're weaving your history into the fabric of their being. Cognitive psychology calls this autobiographical imitation. They internalize your shared experiences as part of their own story. Their dramatic recall, the laughter they inject, and the warmth in their voice confirm that your past together remains precious. Next time you recount a memory, notice how their eyes sparkle and how they add personal flourishes. That's sign number 9, they revisit your shared past as if they're reliving it, and that warmth reveals deep attachment. Each of these signs weaves the principles of Ren, benevolence, Li, propriety, and Songyang, the mean, into everyday moments, proving that true emotional attachment is a living, breathing dance of respect, care, and shared humanity. Which of these 9 clues resonate with you? Share your story in the comments. Let's celebrate those relationships that bring Confucius's wisdom to life. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more explorations into the art of genuine connection. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an insight that might change how you see those who care for you. Thank you for watching. Remember, the truest signs of attachment aren't always loud, they're woven into the small, sincere gestures of everyday life. Stay observant, stay grateful, and may you always recognize the gentle ways someone's heart reaches for yours.